Hey everyone, welcome in. Happy Monday to you all. I'm Jess, and this is Mix It Up Mondays. And I am joined by the wonderful game designer. He has been on my channel before, and I'm welcoming him back to the stream, Matthew Dunstan. Hello, Matthew. How are you today?
Hello, Jess. Thank you very much for having me back. It obviously wasn't too bad the previous time that you're willing to put up with me again. Uh,
Yes, it was a pleasure to have you and have you destroy me on Chocolate Factory. I just love that game so much, and it was just awesome to get to play with you, like the physical version, and we were actually able to like do a two-player scenario, which was great. And
yeah,
so today I'm welcoming Matthew back here to play the Kickstarter that he co-designed, a roll and write game called Voyages with Rory Muldoon. We are going to be playing a two-player scenario. It is currently live on Kickstarter. And so, folks, if you want to check it out, I will pop the link in the chat in just a moment. But let me say hi to everybody that's lurking and driving and doing all the fun things. So hello to Gus, hello to Tan, hello to Gus and D-Walls, and anyone else that is just hanging out. Oh, and I see Wim, the webmaster, is here. Oh my gosh. And Misty Mountain Girl. Hi, Misty. Good to see you on here. There's Elmo. I was wondering when he would pop up. Thank you, Wim, for that. Oh my gosh. What did you say? Oh, Colonel Mustard. And I have a Professor Plum look going on. Okay. He is quoting Clue or Cludle. Cluedo for the UK.
Cluedo, yeah.
Cluedo for our UK friends. For that wonderful character reference there. But there is no mystery here. We are going to be setting sail on the high seas today, friends.
I like the segue there. Very nice, Jess.
I try. I mean, I've only been doing this for like a year, and so there's still lots of things I need to learn. But transitions.
No, that's skill. That's skill. That's like, not everyone can do that. That is.
Thank you. And folks, let us know in the chat how audio is sounding, making sure that you can hear myself as well as Matthew. Want to make sure everything is loud and clear. I unfortunately do not have the cool background ocean sounds like Tan did yesterday. Oh my gosh, friends. Shout out to my good friend Tantaralis. He is in Germany. He did a solo run through of this game yesterday on his stream and had some cool ocean ambiance sounds going on. I mean,
Yeah,
it was really
cool.
neat. Did you get to watch the VOD, Matthew, or did you see
I've
it
watched
live?
I've watched part of it, but no, it was really, really cool. I was very impressed.
Yeah, it was really, really awesome. It was you hear the nice little bell ringing in the background and some seagulls and the ocean sounds and things. So I don't have that set up. I actually have Matthew here, so maybe I can convince him to do some ocean sounds while we're playing. I don't know.
Wow.
There you go. Ding 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 ding.
Might get a bit annoying for some people listening, possibly. I'm not sure.
Yeah, especially if they're not actually watching, if they're just lurking and listening to it in the background.
Yes.
That would be kind of weird to see. Oh gosh. Or sing an Australian sea shanty. Okay, so for folks that don't know, Matthew is Australian, but he's currently living in the Czech Republic. So are there any Australian sea shanties around?
I have no idea. There should be, because there was. I mean, that's how everyone got there originally, or at least all the colonists. So there must be, but I can't remember. We've got a lot of ballads and things, but they're a lot more about people stealing sheep and things rather than sea shanties and things.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the most famous. Waltzing Matilda is sort of one of the most famous songs. It's about a person who steals a sheep, gets caught, runs away, jumps into a lake, which is called a billabong, which is an Aboriginal word, and drowns. And that's the song, basically.
Pleasant. Very pleasant.
Yeah. But anyway.
Oh,
but appropriate maybe for a life on the high seas, maybe as well.
Maybe. So yeah. Oh, and hello to Time Roller. Thank you for stopping in. So, Matthew, how are you feeling after, I will give spoiler alerts, friends, the successful Kickstarter?
Yes, we've made our. I mean, we had a goal of £100. I mean, it wasn't. Now, of course, it looks a bit ridiculous. Although it does have the kind of funny thing about, because it's £100, the total pledged is exactly the same as the percentage, funded, which is the mathematician in me likes that. But we didn't. I mean, honestly, we didn't think it was necessarily going to be that big. I think we were thinking, like, I don't know, £500, that'd be great. That means, like, I don't know, 125 people are kind of into this kind of weird little print and play, print home kind of experiment. So yes, that was that. And for us, of course, we were going to deliver it digitally. So that, it made sense. It wasn't going to cost us a lot of money to do that. But I mean, yeah, it's just completely overwhelming, really, how it's gone. So yeah, I mean, I've said on various places that I'm a bit out of words, and I kind of am. I don't have much more to say other than just thank you to everyone who has supported the project, including you, Jess, and has done a lot of work to kind of spread the word. We may be good game designers, we're not very good marketers, but we've had a lot of good friends who have, helped us out. So it's just really nice. What can I say?
Awesome. And so, friends, I will pop the link into the chat if you are wanting to do the backing yourself of the Kickstarter. There are still a few days left in the campaign, so you will be able to get this into your sweet, sweet little hands. And the cool thing about this is it is a print and play game. So when you back the Kickstarter, friends, you will receive the current maps that Rory and Matthew have designed, as well as any future content that comes from it. You will receive digital files, so you can either print them out yourself and do a little lamination. You can get one of those, if you don't have a laminator at home, you can get one of those paper protectors, those plastic paper protectors that you put in notebooks. You can get one of those.
That's what I'm using right now. That's what I'm going to do.
Look at that, friends.
My hack, yes.
Oh my goodness. Or you can use a digital software to implement and draw on, like a PDF writer or something like that. I think, Matthew, you talked about using a program. I'm not sure what the name of it is called.
It's called Sketch.io. So that works in the browser, and you can drop things in. But also the Notes app on any Apple device also lets you draw over things. And on most tablets and things, there's apps that let you do that as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so there are very many, like, lots of ways. And it is, for me, it was only $5. So it's £4, 4 and some change to back the Kickstarter, and you get all of this wonderful content as well as any updates and things, and you can vote for some of your favorites. Like, I know on the Twitter page for Postmark Games, you all were asking about some new content to come in and cast your votes and things. So will that be possibly featured on a new map? Who knows? Yeah,
well, we just announced it, actually. We just announced the winner of the vote of what will be the theme of the third map.
Yes.
So you could head over to the Kickstarter and check that out. So yeah, I'll just one small clarification is that you will receive the maps, and at least the first two maps, once Kickstarter has processed the pledges.
Oh, correct. Yes. We got to go through the whole Kickstarter thing. Yes.
I mean, it'll be quicker than probably your other Kickstarter pledges, I hope. Definitely. But yeah, we still have to wait for Kickstarter to do that.
Yes, thank you for that. Yes.
A little bit of time. So. We're hoping before Christmas. We're really, really hoping.
Okay. So, and it's a great thing to do digitally. I mean, like today, I have 2 of the player sheets that I printed out because Matthew has graciously given me a little insight. Even though I have kicked back the Kickstarter as well, I do have the first maps. So we're going to be going through the first maps today. So, and we're going to do that. And then I know, Matthew, you on your stream, when you were streaming earlier, a few days ago, you did the second map with the Marauders on there.
Yes.
So you can check out the VOD for that. Are you currently in the chat right now, Matthew?
Yeah, I can drop it in there. I can do that. Yeah.
I could give you a shout out if you're currently in the chat.
Oh, okay.
linking and stuff.
That works.
MT Dunstan. So, and EC Eclectic Camel was saying that Elysium is still in one of his top 20 games of all time.
Oh, that's very kind of you to say, thank you. That's yeah. Wow.
It's really awesome. Oh, Misty said she just told her hubby about this game and they're backing it now. Even
thank you so much.
Before we started. What is happening, friends? This is amazing. We haven't even played the game yet and we're already getting more backers.
People so trustworthy, you know. Now they're just going to see how terrible it is, and
no,
you still cancel your pledge. No, it's fine.
No, don't put yourself down like that, Matthew. This is a wonderful game. This is a wonderful game. So yes, friends. Oh, thank you, Time Roller. Everyone trusts me.
Nobody trusts me, but they trust you. That's good. I'm glad. I'm getting under your wing of trustworthiness. Yeah,
there we go. Well, I did bring you back, so there is some, support of you as well being here. So, oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm just fishing for compliments. That's all I'm doing.
Hey, was that a pun? Were you saying that as a pun?
Fishing. Well, there's no fishing actually yet. I mean, that is something that may come in future maps. You know, maybe your sailors will turn to fishing, but not yet.
Thank you, Misty. I appreciate that. So, okay, friends, we are going to get down to learning and playing this game. You can ask any questions that you would like to. Misty says it'd be perfect to show off on their stream. So, Misty is a part of Meeple Grande. And they are wonderful streamers here in the States as well. They do lots of games, mostly tabletop stuff. So if you are looking for more exposure in the Twitch sphere, Matthew, Meeple Grande would be another.
I mean, really. I mean, if you put us in contact, I'm very happy to send out something to stream.
Perfect. Time Roller says he's got a lot of Matthew's games in his collection. He will try it sight unseen. Wow.
I mean, that's the best. My games are best experienced, unseen and unplayed. You know, that's the best. That's the high point. So Time Roller hasn't said if any of them are actually open.
Right.
So, you know, maybe their potential is still there.
Their potential is still there. Yes. And don't mind EC when he says trust is a strong word. He's my gamer. He's my gamer sibling, so he is always up to quipping me whenever he possibly can.
Fair enough. Perfectly all right then.
All right, friends, here we go. This is Voyages. So how this game is going to work is you will need to have 3d6, dice not included in the Kickstarter. But you can grab, they're just standard d6 dice. So these are actually familiar, if you're familiar with my stream friends. This is from Can't Stop Express. So any dice that you want to use, just standard d6, you will need 3. On your turn, what you're going to be doing is rolling these 3 dice, then taking the values to do multiple things. First, you will be taking dice to use for movement as well as direction of your ship. Each map will have a starting space, and you will start from that ship using the compass here of the different directions. You will move your ship, the number of spaces and the number of direction, according to whatever the die is showing. The third die you will use to complete one of your duties down here. Duties are needed to have in order to add to extra things that you will achieve throughout the game, like gaining cargo or sailors, or even relics that will allow you to upgrade your sailors, so on and so forth. As we're going along through the game, the goal, I know you all are probably wondering about that, the goal is to obtain 3 legendary stars in your status. There are several ways for you to do that. One, you can either travel to the far corner of this map and gain a legendary star that way. You can also gain it by defeating the Dread, which you can do by fighting off with 2 of your heroic heroes, sailors. Heroic sailors. Your heroic sailors become heroic when you gain a relic or when you complete one of these rows or columns that give you the relic to upgrade to your sailor. And you will see on the indications here, there are so many friends here. I see you all popping in the chat. Hello. I'm in mid of explanation, but I see you all. I appreciate you all being here and enjoy your lurking. So you can achieve the heroic sailors. You will use 2 of them to defeat the dread, which will also give you a star, as well as some victory points at the end of the game. And then you can do selling some cargo, which you will obtain either by completing duties or landing on certain cargo type spaces as you're traveling through the map. Now, you can get more than 3. There are legend. The status here has 5 star spaces that you can complete. However, once one person gets 3 legendary stars, that will trigger the end of the game where you all will play one final round, which would mean one more roll of the dice, one more completing of movement and completing any duties that you have. And then you will add up your total scores. Scores are based upon the following criteria here. You will have the islands that you have traveled to. If you land on an island, you will see some of them have victory point in gold. The victory points are considered as gold here in this game. You will sum total all of the islands that you have achieved reached and add that number of gold. So that will be here on your scoring. You will also get a number of points based upon the regions that you visit. So on this map, I know it's a little bit difficult to see, but there are dotted lines to determine different sections of the ocean that you can visit. And each different section that you visit will give you a point scoring, and it goes exponentially higher as you reach different points travel throughout the game. There are also the number of gold that you receive for the cargo that you are selling. So you achieve the cargo and you retrieve the cargo by landing on either one of the spaces here or completing a duty that gives you that symbol for the cargo. There are 4 different types of cargo and 1 wild, which is the barrel that can be used for any of the other 4 types. Once you receive these cargo, you will circle that number, and then you will sell the cargo when you hit a island with a settlement, which is the little houses here with the anchor inside. You can sell cargo, either all of one type at once or one of each type, and you will cross them out for however many that you have. Let's say I had 3 out of the 4 cargo types here. I would cross off the 3 there and get the corresponding number of gold at the end of the game. So that would be this space here. You will add that together. And clarifying question, I did ask Matthew before the stream, wherever number you reach to in the cargo track for the different types of cargo, you will receive that number of gold plus any of the following that precede it if you sell those cargo items. So not only do you achieve it by receiving it into your hold, your cargo hold, but you will get the gold once you sell it in a settlement, and it accumulates. So there is a possibility of getting 12 gold for one of the cargo, for each of the cargo tracks in your cargo hold. Then you will get 2 points. Yes, 2 gold points for every sailor that becomes heroic. Again, you will get heroic sailors when you get this relic to upgrade them to be a heroic sailor, either by getting a relic somewhere on the map to upgrade one of your sailors, or if you complete one of the rows or columns that give you that relic as well. We all start with 6 sailors in our voyage because you need people to run your ship and do all your duties and stuff. We can make this a pirate ship if you want to. They can all be undead, like, Davy Jones. We can have it be one of his crew if we want to. But essentially, we will have 6 sailors to use to do the heroics and things. Sailors are important because they allow you to manipulate the dice. Because since there's only D6s here, sometimes the numbers come up more often if you've played. any dice rolling game with me on stream, you realize that sometimes the dice tower is brutal. So there could be a possibility where some of the dice rolls are not in your favor either, so you need to manipulate them. And the sailors allow you to manipulate one die by an increased value of 1 or -1, and the dice wrap. Meaning, if you want to change a 6 into a 1, that is possible. If you want to change a 1 to a 6, you can do that as well. Each sailor only allows you to manipulate the value up 1 or down, but you can use as many sailors as you have available to manipulate the dice. And for the heroic sailor, if you have a heroic sailor, you can utilize them to manipulate the dice to be any value that you want to. So a sailor that is non-heroic only allows you to change the value up 1 or down 1. A heroic sailor allows you to do a wild, which is any value that you want. Now, to indicate what a heroic sailor would be, there is a circle here. So you would circle inside the square to indicate it that it is heroic. And once you use it, once you exhaust it, then you will cross off that sailor to indicate that you have used their ability for the game. Then, if you are able to defeat the Dread, which is, again, you will use 2 of your heroic sailors to defeat them, you will receive 14 points at the end of the game. And then you will finally receive 3 points for every legendary status star that you have. Now, you could achieve more stars, like I said, throughout the game, but once one person reaches 3 stars, then that will trigger game end, and we will play one final round to go through. Some other things that I will mention that for clarification purposes here. When you are traveling, you must travel in a straight line based upon where the compass is pointing. So in this example, we have 4, 4, and 6. So I could either travel south from my starting spot, or I can travel to the northwest, starting in this area. I can start from any side of the island, but I must go in the direction based upon what the die rolls are showing me. One die determines the direction that you're going. Another die will determine the number of hexes that you will move in that direction. And then the final die will be used to cross off duties. Now, as you see here, the duties have certain number values, so you must have that number value visible on a die in order to cross it off. You can, however, on a future roll, backtrack, and you can go into a direction along the same pathway if you had the correct movement and things. So let's say I moved here with my 6 and I went out this way, and then the next roll that we had was a 3. I could go back. So there is no, it's not you have to move in the same direction because it's open ocean. There is one thing that you must do if you have movement. You must stop at island spaces and at the edges of the map. There is no, point of no return here. You do have to return. So once you hit an island, you must stop even if you have more movement on your dice. Same thing goes with an island hex, or with the edges of the board, excuse me. Another thing is you must decide, and please clarify this, Matthew, if I'm misspoken, but you must decide your direction and your movement first before you do your die for the duties. Is that correct?
Yeah, you always move first, then you cross off on your duties, yes.
Oh, okay. And could you use your sailors to manipulate a die for the duty?
Yes.
Okay. So sailors can be used to manipulate any of the dice, either for movement or for a duty track.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, and if you cross through certain icons, let's say on the open ocean, I'm going this way and I cross through a relic, I do not obtain it. The only way I obtain it, friends, is if you end your movement on a space with the actual symbol on that hex. So if I moved through the relic, I would not obtain it. But if I landed on the relic, ended my movement, then I would get that relic and immediately add it to one of my sailors to make it heroic. But there is a but here. You can go backwards if the dice rolling happens. And let's say I moved forward here and I'm like, oh dang, I missed that relic. And the next roll comes up and it's a 3. I can go back and end my movement according to the dice. End my movement and retrieve that relic. So you can go back through things and obtain them in future rolls. However, you can only end your movement either when you've exhausted the full amount on the die, or if you end on an island space or the edge of the map. So you can't preemptively say, well, I have a 4 movement, I'll just stop at 2. No, if you have open ocean, you must move that full number of spaces. Okay, I think there are one last thing. For the duties here, you will see this grid that has different numbers, and then on the edges of some of them, there are symbols here. Once you have completed a full row or a column that has a corresponding symbol, you get that ability or you get that piece of cargo. So in this example here, on this row, if I completed with a 4, 6, 2, and 1, I will receive a fruit cargo. So I will circle the first piece of fruit on my cargo track, and then I could sell it once I hit a settlement and be able to sell that for points at the end of the game. Then there are also columns here. So in this column, if I complete a column, I will receive a relic, which will give me an upgraded sailor. This one will give me a sailor as well to add to my sailor's track. Then one thing I did not mention also as we go through, once you hit a settlement, there are certain spaces here where there are like double hexes. So like this settlement has 2 hexes. If you land on this side of the island, you still can take the settlement action if you want to. And when you do sell cargo at a settlement, you will receive a sailor. So a sailor will go into your crew. When you hit 12 sailors in your crew, you will get one of the legendary stars as well. So there are a few ways that you can get the stars, like I mentioned, either getting up to sailors, defeating the dread, reaching this far tip of the map, or selling the cargo once you have received up to that 3rd slot in the cargo. There is some fine print over here, friends. You can only receive 1 legendary star per the cargo. So I know there are 4 here. That does not mean you get 4 stars. So don't be fooled by that, friends. Once you reach on one of the tracks, that gives you the 3 that you have 3 to sell, you can get a legendary star. Okay, I think that might be everything, but Matthew, please add to stuff. And if you have any questions, friends, please feel free to type them in the chat.
Sure. There's just for completeness, the 5th star you get from duties. There's a row that has 6 spaces, and when you complete that, you get a legendary star and a wild cargo. So that's the 5th place where you get a star. And the last thing is with those 2 space islands. Just as you get the benefit, regardless of which space you actually land on, when you leave that island, you can choose which space to leave from, even if it's not the same one that you originally landed there the previous time. Okay. So they give you a bit more flexibility generally. So they're quite useful. But otherwise, I think it was a really great explanation. So
perfect. Thank you. All right, and I do not see. Oh my gosh, there are just so many pirate jokes and sea shanties being talked about in the chat. I appreciate you all hanging out. If you do have any questions, though, as we're going through gameplay, please pop them in the chat. Matthew and I will probably be chatting about other things besides this game. So,
I don't know, mate. It's a serious business. You got to focus.
No, we're on gameplay, Jess. There is no chat about other things. Why did you invite me back to this stream?
I know.
No, I appreciate you being here, Matthew, and thanks everybody
That's my pleasure. My pleasure.
For hanging out today. Okay.
All right.
Let's us go.
Let's sail.
Okay, we have a 1, a 5, and a 6. Okay. So, I am noticing there are things. Okay, so I have a 1 is north, friends. 6 is northwest. 5 is southwest. There. Oh gosh, Gus is asking a most pivotal question. Would you rather have scurvy or lose a leg? Oh gosh, I would probably say I would probably lose a leg because there are so many cool prosthetics out there. That would be my choice. Matthew, what say you? What do you think?
I can't remember. Do you survive scurvy or do you die?
Do you survive? I don't know. I've never personally had it, so
I think that's a pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty vital thing to know. I think if you're going to.
Okay, so I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I am going to use 1 as my direction and 5 as my movement. So I'm going to go straight up here and end, and I will get a relic, which upgrades one of my sailors to be heroic here. And friends, I got fancy today. I have a second map for Matthew. Ooh, exactly right. And I did not show where I was going to do what I'm going to mark on my duties. But Matthew, did you make your decision?
I have. I am also moving north with the 1, but I'm going to change the 5 into a 4.
Okay.
Crossing off 1 sailor, and I'm going to pick up that fur or hide rather.
Okay. And you get a hide over here.
And you probably should cross off one of my sailors so that.
Okay. So you don't cheat.
And I will cross off in the duties. I'll cross off the 6, which is in the right half, but the bottom near that. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's me.
All right. Tan says pirates got extra share of loot if they lose part of their body while being part of the crew. Scurvy is more likely added to the share of the other pirates. Fun facts from Tan, or he could just be full of baloney. I don't know.
I seem to remember something about something about how pirates would share the loot out, or some video, which obviously was true that I watched.
Wim is playing. All right, so Wim is probably using Google Dice or dice of their own. So direction 1, movement 5. All right, so it looks like Wim did the same thing you did, Matthew.
No, he did the same as you, I think.
Did the same as me, that's right. Oh, my dice. Oh, nice, Wim. So you're typing in the chat. I appreciate that, Wim. Very nice. Okay, we have 1, 2, and 3, Matthew, is next. Would you rather get seasick all the time or be deathly afraid of seagulls? Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Panda. If you do !KS, it will pop in the link for the Kickstarter. Amanda Panda, always on it. Always on it. Okay. Well, now I have regrets. Because now I'm like on the edge. I'm on the edge to nowhere. Well, I could use one of my sailors to manipulate the dice. So I will do that. Okay, so I'm going to use 2 of my sailors. Not heroic. I'm going to use my regular sailors to manipulate this 3 to make it a 5. So I will go direction 5, movement 2, and land on this nice island. And get myself some 4 points at the end of the game. And then I have a 1, which I will cross off here.
So you made it to the island.
I have made it to the island.
we're quite close. So I've changed the 1 into a 6.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use 2 to move up to that relic in the top sort of left hand corner.
Okay.
But I had to use a sailor to do that. So
all right.
so I've lost 1, but I've gained 1 heroic sailor. So, and then I'm crossing the 3 off that's just above the 6 that I'd already crossed off.
Okay. So this is Matthew's sheet, everyone. So try to keep him honest as well as me, because I'm doing 12 things at once right now.
No, I'm always amazed by folk who could play games and stream at the same time. I tried to do it a few times and I was just complete mess, basically.
Yeah. And so for folks that do want to back the Kickstarter, you will not receive any of the player sheets yet until the Kickstarter ends the campaign and does all their Kickstarter behind the scenes business.
Yeah, we're hoping within 2. Yeah, it's usually the limit's 2 weeks after the end of the campaign.
Okay. But still, thank you, Panda, for asking for the link, because I do think people want to back this game. So here we go.
Yeah, thank you.
335, Matthew.
Ugh, groan.
335. And like you said, Matthew, you can leave from either one of these parts of the island.
Yes.
Do I want to use a 3? Do I want to use a 3 now? Maybe I want to use a 3 now. Okay, I will do another one of my sailors to make it a 6. And from here, I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hit this other island. Whoa! Direction 3, whim. Direction 3, whim. Movement, I used the 5 die, but I used a sailor to manipulate it, so I have a 3 remaining. And I will do the 3 here. Okay. What did you do, Sailor Matthew?
So I've changed the 5 into a 4 using a sailor. So I'm just going to go straight down and hit that island. And then I've got so I'm choosing to have a 3 left.
Okay.
And I'll cross off the bottom right-hand corner 3, like in that row. Yep, and that's me. It's me done.
Okay. Oh,
spending
one thing I'm really
like
excited about. I know, spending sailors. You're gonna have nobody to crew your ship.
I know. float through the ocean.
Just float. You'll just float by the dread. Just wave as they go by.
Yeah.
Do you did the naming of your crew and ship? Did that stretch goal get unlocked?
Well, it was never a stretch goal, but yes, we will. The final sheets will have a space just below the ship on the left.
Okay.
To either name your ship or name your crew or name your captain, whatever you want to do.
Okay. I am going to do a special because this is my stream. What are you going to name your crew or your voyage or yourself, Matthew, for today?
Oh goodness me.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a pun, but I mean.
Well, I have to do a pun. I mean, the pun actually is a perfect pirate pun because in the Czech Republic, in Czech rather, to say hi to someone, you actually say ahoy. That is hi in Czech.
Yes.
So I feel like I have to do something with that, but and usually there's so many puns with Czech, but you've just you go first, Jess. I'll think what I'm doing.
All right. What shall we do with an exhausted sailor early in the morning? Oh, that's such a good pub tune, Tan. That's such a good pub tune. So I thought about this pre-stream because this is how I am. This is how I am, Matthew. I was going to name mine the SS Bon, like Bon Voyage.
Okay, very nice.
But it doesn't make sense if I don't have Voyage included in mine.
Oh,
So
always be on brand. That's the key.
yeah. So I don't know. Maybe chat can do that. Ooh, Gus says ships ahoy.
Oh, that's good. That is good. I'll take that one. There we go.
On our
Ships ahoy.
boat, the ships ahoy. Nobody
But I will
tosses their
I will
cookies.
spell it. I will spell it the Czech way, which is AHOJ. Actually.
Okay. Ships ahoy. Here we go. Ahoy. And for me, I will do the SS, I don't know, SS Gallywag. There we go. Always remember, ships have to have female names or else bad luck will strike you. Does it though, Tan? Really? What if you had a female
last words
captain?
there, Jess.
I know, right?
I think those dice are not going to like you now. I think
The dice are not gonna like me. Well, I already predicted I will not win this game anyway. But that is the whole point of me just playing games with people, is to have fun and not necessarily win them. So
sounds great.
144 is our new roll. 144.
That's not so good. Oh, so terrible.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I am over here now. 1 or 4. Well, I can do that. I can go this way. So I will do 1 direction whim and 4 movement. I will go 1, 2, 3, 4 and hit this other relic and make my, and then I'll use my last 4 to do this over here. Hey, Raina. Happy Monday to ya. Just playing a little Voyages with one of the co-designers, Matthew Dunstan. Now, Matthew, how did you and Rory, this is kind of a fun story, I know you've told me off stream, but how did you and Rory get this idea to come to fruition?
Well, the background, which I'm not sure if I told this thing, Rory and I have never actually met in real life.
Oh, wow.
I can't remember. It's one of those things, the pandemic, and you interact with people on the internet and you think you know them, and you're sure that you must have met them. So because Rory's based in the UK and I was based in the UK for a long time before the pandemic. But no, we've never met, just interacted over the internet. He also came by my stream quite a bit and was always a really nice supporter. And another streamer, Michael Fox, who some folk might know, did a game jam on his channel during the pandemic called IdleCon. And this was Rory's design for that game jam for the first couple of days.
That's awesome.
And I watched it being played actually then, and I thought it was really cool, but didn't think much about it after that. And I don't know, probably a year after, I think Rory and I were just chatting. I don't know, we just started chatting about things, and I think we were interested about different ways of getting our games out to the public and put it to play and things like that.
Yeah.
And especially Rory knew this game, this Voyages that he'd made. He wanted to find a way. So I sort of came on board as a sort of a developer. Rory did all the graphic design. He's a graphic designer by profession outside of game design. And yeah, that's kind of how we got here. So I've helped, obviously develop the game from that initial design, and also have designed the second map, for example. But yeah, we're just kind of basically a team, just the two of us as Postmark. And yeah, we thought it would just be an experiment and see how it goes. But I think we'll probably be around for a while, I guess.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's very cool. And it's so amazing how certain things have developed over time because of the pandemic. So like for my story, for folks that don't know, I was doing tabletop game hosting at local conventions and game stores and things like that. And so I would actually have in-person events with folks, and then the pandemic, closed everything down. Everybody was staying at home. And so I learned how to do this twitching thing by watching channels like Ross from More Games Please, and Monique, Game Freak Geek Girl, and Losapalooza. And so that kind of just encouraged me to start doing it. And I mean, it's been an awesome community because I think a lot of board gamers that were doing in-person things had to kind of develop new stuff on their own. So we built this wonderful Twitch community here and just embraced each other's kind of like messiness and how, you know, we're stumbling through
Nice way to
like
put it. Yeah.
how to do stuff like together collectively and create this like wonderful space. So it's been awesome. And I think from the year, you know, over the year that I've had to do this, I've developed friendships also with people that I haven't met. And so this week I'm going to be going to PAX Unplugged. And so hopefully I'll get to see some of those people that I've only met online, like in person, you know, and do the wave and like, oh my gosh, you know, you really are a kind person in real life. Like, you know, that
it could be a really funny thing. I went to Spiel Essen in October. That was my first time back. And there I met, there's a game designer called Rita Model. She's a wonderful game designer from Germany. We had been doing a stream, on another person's stream, we'd be doing these fortnightly design streams where we were both on, and we'd only met through that. But it was so funny when we met in person. It honestly was like meeting an old friend, because something, of course it's virtual and it's not real, but actually, in a lot of ways you do get to know each other, and it was really, really nice to actually meet. So I hope you'll get some of those experiences, because it's a really nice thing.
I hope so too. And if it comes down to it, if next year at Spiel, if I do end up going to Spiel, I will make it a point to try to find you, Matthew, to like hand you some nice American biscuits or something.
We could do a trade. Yeah, I could bring
a mustard exchange, if you will.
Yes.
Because for folks that don't know, my last time that Matthew was on stream, he was talking food with me and tea, and it was so wonderful. And he mentioned that he occasionally creates his own mustard at home, which I thought was amazing. And so
but you've got to be careful. You've got to be careful what you take on flights, though. I remember.
Oh yes.
I went to Sweden and had brought. They make beautiful blueberry jam in Sweden.
Okay.
That's one of the really. If you ever go to Sweden, get the blueberry jam. And I bought some beautiful jars of it, and it got confiscated from me in the airport because it was classed as a liquid. But I would argue that jam, by definition, is not a liquid. But it was very sad to see those.
That is sad. That is sad.
So I hope that doesn't happen to the mustard.
I hope so because I know there Tantarilus is also has also been kind enough to want to reach out to me if I do end up going to Spiel, and I will bring some things over, and he will hopefully bring me some German chocolate. And, you know, we'll do a little nice food exchange in that way.
Yeah, we definitely should have some sort of meetup if that happens.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. Okay, so Matthew, what did you do on this roll 144?
I have gone straight south, 4 spaces. So I hit that relic. And then, so one of my sailors becomes heroic. And then I'm going to cross off the 1 in the central row. And that's me.
All right.
So you can see we've already ended up quite different places. We've already
yes. The ships ahoy. And hello to Panic. Thank you for the emotes there in the chat. I appreciate it. All right. Next roll.
We got a 1, a 4, and a 4 again. No, we got something new.
I know. What is the curse here? We got 1, 2, and 3 actually this time.
Oh, that's interesting.
1, 2, and 3. So I am over here now. Oh. Okay. So I will do direction 3 whim and movement 2 to go here onto this island. Man, I'm just island hopping like nobody's business. And then with my 1 that is left over, I will use a sailor, not a heroic one. I will use a sailor to make it into a 2, so I cross off the 2 here on my duties. Oh, Tan says it isn't technically a high viscosity liquid. I'm assuming he's speaking of the blueberry jam. I don't think it could be considered a solid.
I mean, it does kind of contain solids sometimes, though, of course, doesn't it? It's sort of like It's somewhere in between, I think. I mean, I would say just for the purposes of aviation, I would. Anyway, I never knew about the liquid thing. What, who knows? I could be packing some sort of explosives in my jam.
Yeah,
Obviously, so.
it's really it's interesting too. Like I've learned certain like game boxes could be like also misconstrued as the same shape as certain explosives. You
Yeah.
know, so I'm glad this is a print and play game.
I used to have to for my science job. I used to have to fly internationally with a lot of white powders in my
Oh
carry-on.
no! Oh no!
Which is, well, it's fine because you always had like a letter from the university, and actually never had really any problems. But yeah, you always wondered what might happen.
Yeah, white powders. Yes, that could be a number of things, Matthew. A number of things. Okay, what did you do with this roll? 1, 3, and 5.
I changed the 1 into a 6.
Okay.
I've gone up to that island, so I cross off and I'm going to use the 3 to do that. So I hit the 6 island, and then I use the 2 to cross off the 2 at the top. Sorry. And then I'll cross off the 2 at the Yeah, exactly, and that gives me a new sailor.
So, yep, there we are. All right. So, does that look correct, Matthew?
It looks perfect. Thank you.
Okay. Awesome. We are doing okay, Panic. How are you today? Oh, Panic was quite a delight. I was playing on Amanda Panda's stream on Friday, Matthew, with Phantom Meeple. We were playing some games on Board Game Arena together, and Panic joined us for a few.
Awesome.
And it was fun. And hello to Sir Bearsworth. Hello. Okay, new roll is 4, 5, 5.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, Sir Bearsworth. So this is Voyages, the new Kickstarter that just launched from Matthew Dunstan and Rory Muldoon of Postmark Games. I will put the link in the chat. The campaign is still currently going. And for about $5 US dollars, you can receive the maps. When the Kickstarter is all completed, you will receive the current maps that are available and any future content that gets released for this game. So you can do either print at home, or you can use a digital manipulator like sketch.io, or like a PDF kind of writer thing to do a digital format and play along. And all you need is 3 standard D6. And that is that. So, okay, 4, 5, 5. What am I doing with this roll here? So, let's see. Wait, did I already use this one? I don't believe so. I think this was our new roll, correct?
Yeah. This is
the new roll.
I don't think. Yeah. Because you would have taken the 3 to go before. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Yeah. Yay, Sir Bearsworth says, excuse me while I go back something.
Enjoy your
awesome.
Enjoy your lurking.
Oh,
go back something. Oh, sorry. Thank you. So now I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh, gosh. Matthew, what have I done?
Made a powerful enemy.
I did. I did. Oh, good gravy. Okay, so I need a 5. I need a 5 for sure, because that'll give me a legendary star, because I can complete that row. But I have to do my movement. Here. Second star for a row on the duties. Yes, that's what I'm thinking, Wim. But I need to do my movement first, so I have to think about things first. Okay, so I will. Why not? I will just use the dice as they are. So I will do direction 4, Wim, and movement 5, and I will go from this hex on the island and do movement 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is okay. I don't mind being in open ocean because that kind of gives me
sailing about
free range of everything. And thank you for the lurk. Thank you for the lurk. Let's see, who is lurking? Oh, Raina's got a lurk. Okay, so then I will do this 5 here for my last die. Take the legendary star. Ba-ba-da-ba. That was Superman. I know that's not she shanty, but that's okay. Then I get a wild good. Ooh, good. Ooh, good. Oh, gosh, that was silly of me to say.
Good
Here we
gracious.
go. Good gracious. Ahoy, panda. There we go. We're all saying it in Czech. All right, Matthew, what did you do with these dice?
I am taking the 4. I'm going straight south to the edge, picking up that bit of fruit, and then I'm crossing off the 5 in the bottom right hand corner of the duties. Well, that's me. Trying to pick up some goods to sell.
Okay.
Slowly.
Maybe there's a sea shanty about Superman visiting Aquaman. I don't know. Only you would know that, Tan. A fellow nerd like me. You would probably know something obscure like that. And I appreciate it. Okay, let's do next roll.
Let's go.
Let's sail. 1, 6, and 2, Matthew. 1, 6, and 2.
Very nice, very nice.
Okay. I have enough, so I should probably start either heading towards this settlement, although I only have 1 cargo, so that kind of seems pointless. Or should I try to head towards the Dread? Bum, bum, bum. That is the choice I have to make. Oh, gosh.
Decisions.
Yeah. Or I could just go back the way I came.
Maybe.
Yes, you can, Wim. That is a very good question. The dice do wrap, so I can make it into a 6. Oh, good grief. What did I do here? I want to go over here. Not over here. Not so much over here. Because I already island topped enough in this area. But there is a 2, so I can go...
I mean, you still get a sailor, even if you're not selling much. It's going to be useful.
Yeah. That's true. I will listen to the game designer and...
I mean, just...
No, I'm just teasing. I'm teasing. Okay. I will go that way, though. So I will go movement... direction 2, Wim. I will use movement 6 and land on this island here. And then I have a 1 remaining, so I will do the 1 up here. So I will sell this fruit for 2 because that's the only thing I have, and that will give me a sailor. Okay, and that is that. So, Matthew, what did you do with these dice?
I've also done some selling. So I've used the 2 to go into the island there, and the 1.
Okay.
So I'm going to sell both my piece of fruit and my hide.
So you have 2 fruits or just 1?
Just 1 fruit. So
okay.
1 fruit and 1 hide I'm going to sell. Yep.
Okay.
And I get another sailor because I visited the settlement.
And it's only 1 sailor.
Yeah, regardless of how much you sell.
Regardless of how much you sell.
Yep. Even if you don't sell anything, if you could choose to go to the settlement and just get a sailor, but then you've used it up. And I'll use the 6 to cross off on the central row.
Okay.
The duties.
Okay. So, yes. So there we go. Okay. Perfect.
Looking good, looking good.
Now, there is solo mode on this, friends. You can play this solo. It will end after 16 rounds. And I'm sure there's a reason behind that, Matthew. Did you math it out?
I mean, it's a balance. So the other part about the solo game is that you can lose if you don't get at least 3 stars, legendary stars, in those 16 rounds. So
Okay.
it's sort of based on how difficult that is and trying to make it interesting.
Okay. So we have 146 is our new one.
Well,
okay, 146. Now I could do. Oh goodness. I do have a dice curse.
no.
So I will go. I know I'm saying to defeat the dread, but I don't want to go that way. All right, so I will do direction 1, movement 4. So I will go straight north, hit this sailor. I picked him up on a little lifeboat. Yeah, a little life raft.
Or a plank of wood that he's
there you go.
bobbing along in the sea. Left of what was there.
Yeah, exactly. And then I have a 6 remaining. So I will actually use one of my sailors to make them a 5 and do this up here under the word duty. I will do that there. Oh my gosh, Wim is selling gems. Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh.
He's doing a bunch of stuff.
Has a legendary star then. Well done.
Bunch of stars. Okay, so Matthew, what did you do with these dice?
I changed the 1 into a 2. So I used a sailor to do that, and then I sailed 6 spaces from the sort of left island space.
From this one.
Yeah, the one without the settlement on it.
Without the settlement, okay. And you did 6.
Yep. So I get to that
1, 2, 3,
southern
4,
tip of that
5.
unexplored bit. And then with the 4, I cross off the last remaining space on the bottom row.
Ooh, very nice.
Duties. And I pick up another hide.
Another hide. Okay. So you have landed. Does that look correct? Landed here, Matthew?
Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. Great. Tan says, next time A, female names for ships. B, not take one of those shiny golden dice from the Aztec church chest. I know, right? I know. It's so crazy to not do it. It's so tempting, Tan. It's so tempting.
It's just so shiny.
It's just so shiny. Okay. 4, 4, and 6, Matthew, is our new roll.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that's I don't know how I feel about these. I will need to use one of my sailors. And I think, gosh, what do I want to use them for? That is the question. I can make a 6 into a 1. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll use one of my sailors. Make a 6 into a 1. And then I will use another, oh gosh, I will have to use one of my heroic sailors to make it into a 3 because I'm going to do this here to get a wild good of my choice. And I will do the, oh gosh, what do I want? I'll do some hide because there looks like some hide over here.
And just wondering whether the dice are in fact mustard cubes.
That is a question. I don't know. Matthew, what do you think?
Maybe. I mean, I'm not sure if they'd survive so much rolling, but maybe, yeah. I mean, we don't have mustard cubes here. It must be maybe an American thing. I'm not so sure.
Okay, and then I get a heroic. Oh, but I don't have. Oh, maybe that might not be a good idea then. If I have a relic, I can't make a sailor heroic if I don't have a sailor to make heroic, correct?
Correct.
Hold on. I need to get an eraser. Regrets, friends.
So quick, let's take over the stream, everybody. So there. Oh, shouldn't go too far.
Apologies. I had to take off my headphones for a brief second while I grabbed.
I was trying to lead a mutiny in your absence, but nobody's having any of it in chat, unfortunately.
A mutiny. Okay, so I will not do that 4 here. I will put the 4 somewhere else. I will do the 4, I guess, over here where the fruit is. So I will still do that. Okay. How do you make a mustard cube? That is the question. Panda, maybe Panda can fill us in how to do that. All right, Matthew, what did you use?
I used the 4 to go south, and I used the 6, so I ran up against the edge of the map, effectively.
Okay.
And then I used the 4 to cross off the 4 in the central row. Yep, that's me. You got it.
Okay. Okay, friends. Let's see.
The stars come at a bit of a rush. It's always the first half of the game is like not a lot of stars, and then suddenly it all starts happening.
Like all like cascades.
Yes.
1, 1, and 2.
Oh gosh.
Oh
what was
gosh.
That, Joss? What was that, Joss?
1, 1, and 2. I will do 2 direction, 1 movement from here and do that. And then with my last number, I will cross off the 1 over here. Okay.
Nice.
Yes. Use mustard as ingredients when creating a gelatinous cube. Oh,
Such
Tan.
a tasty gelatinous cube.
Oh, such a
mustard
tasty...
mustard jelly.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds delicious.
All right,
I'm going
Matthew.
I'm going in the 2 direction, and I'm moving 1
Okay.
to get a new sailor. Pick up another one, bobbing along, and then I'm going to use the 1 to cross off it's sort of that furthest up bit in the triangle column in Judy's, the 1 there. Yeah. Trying to pick up some spice, which is very triangular. No cubes there.
Okay. So
I'm trying to get ready for the dread. I'm just making it my way very, very slowly to the east. But,
you're trying to prepare your crew by feeding them a lot.
Yes. I'm not tossing them overboard too early, you know.
Yeah, not making sure they're tasty for the sea creatures below, right?
Indeed.
There's
not going to be so much sacrifice in the 3rd map, hopefully.
So much sacrifice. Ooh, I wonder why, Matthew. I wonder why. All right, we have 3, 6, and 6 is our new roll. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's not great.
That is not great. You are correct. Okay, so I will do direction 3, movement 6, and I'll hit this island here. And with my last 6, I will do this over here. This is looking very different than when I played this last night with my husband. It was, I was basically making runes. I was just like crossing over all these different pathways. It was just not pretty at all. So this looks very linear, friends, compared to what my map looked like last night. So, okay, Matthew, what did you do?
So I changed the 3 into a 2.
Okay.
And I went 6. feel like I'm constantly changing things into 2s. And I end up right near the dread, almost there.
Woo! You're like waving at them.
Yes. That I use the 6 in the spice column as well. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
we need the elusive 2, which is
hard to come by.
Yeah, seems like 2.
There are 2s on these dice, friends. It's not, when I say that they are standard, they are standard.
Come on.
No, not today. 3, 6, and 5.
Not today. Oh gosh.
3. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. That is terrible. That is terrible. Tan, are you sure you're not like sending some dice rolling voodoo over here? Oh gosh. Okay. 5. I can go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That won't do anything for anyone. I can go 3. I can go... Oh. Okay. I have a sailor that I can manipulate things. I can use 1. I can use it to go... This is where having a sea shanty background music would be very nice.
Yes,
we're both very silent.
The thinking music.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Exactly. Okay. I'll use my last heroic.
Oh no.
To make
You're out of crew again.
4. I know, I am out of crew again. They're just very loyal to me.
Did you learn last time for that? Yeah.
I did not. Oh gosh. Then I will use the 3 into a 4, and I will go direction 4, movement 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will get a... No, that's bad. Oh well. I get myself a relic that I can't use, but that's okay.
No.
That's okay. This is the way. This is the way. Then I am left with the 6. So I will do a 6 here to try to get a sailor. And hello, Anne. Welcome in. Oh, my word. This is going terribly. I thought I was slightly decent at this game. But now I am learning. I'm not. But that's okay. I am having so much fun doing this. All right, Matthew. What did you do?
I took the 3 and went down to the edge of the map and picked up that barrel.
Okay.
Which I'm going to choose to be a hide.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the 6 for the distance, and then the 5 in the GDs I'll use on the central row.
Okay. Anne needs a brain break. Well, there we go.
This we don't use our brains here.
We don't use our brains here. You're come to the perfect place, Anne.
So it's just a thought-free zone here. So yeah.
Thought-free zone. I like that. I like that term. All right, we are playing Voyages. For those that are just lurking here, it is a Kickstarter that is currently on campaign for a few more days. When does the Kickstarter end, Matthew?
Sunday evening, around this time on Sunday.
Okay. So you still have this whole week, friends, to back it if you want to. Tan, I don't have you as a mod, and I'm apologizing for that. So I will make sure to rectify that after the stream. But there you go. Thank you for that chat command if you want to do the backing of the Kickstarter. It is a print and play game that you can print at home or use a digital software to draw all of your movement, and then you need just 3 standard D6 to play. Once you back and all the Kickstarter things get completed and fulfilled and Kickstarter does all their behind the scenes stuff, you will receive the maps that are currently available and every future map and update for the game as they get developed by Matthew and Rory Muldoon, who are a part of Postmark Games. So there you go.
We are. It's just the 2 of us. So
just you 2. Wow. Yeah. That is awesome.
Only 2.
That is awesome.
And if anyone goes, we've just released. There was a vote for the 3rd map, the theme of the 3rd map. So you can head over and check an update and see what was the vote was.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's saying, Panda, we've gone over. Have we hit some milestone that I've missed? Hold on.
Yes, I will make sure when we are.
Oh, American, I see. Yeah, that's true. Maybe it is 30,000 American.
That's really awesome. Congrats! This is so great, Matthew. I'm so glad that we're here.
No, thank you. Well, I was saying, it's thanks to everyone in chat and streamers like yourself, and a lot of support by a lot of really kind people, very generous people. So, thank you.
All right, so 1, 1, and 5. Still no 2s.
Yes, we have had a distinct lack of 2s.
Oh, good grief! And I need 2s. This is problematic. Okay, well then that means I have to do a 5 and move 1 space. So direction 5, Wim, movement 1. If you are still logging in the chat, Wim, thank you for doing that. And my final 1 I will cross off over here. There is a point that does happen, friends, when you'll probably see me playing this. If you don't have sailors to manipulate dice and you don't have a number value that's available on the duties, you do not cross off a duty. Is that correct, Matthew?
Yep, that is correct. Yep.
Okay.
That die is wasted effectively.
Yeah. So I need to draw a straight line. There we go. This is definitely a test in how you draw straight lines. So if you use a digital software, you won't have to worry about that.
No.
No worries, Panic. No worries at all. Matthew is just in the Czech Republic, so the currency converter might be a little different.
Yeah. No, don't worry about not looking. It's bad enough that I look at it too much every day. So everyone else take a break.
Yeah. Okay. What did you use with those
I
dice?
have gone. It was quite good for me. I've taken the 1. I've gone straight north with 5, and I've hit that star.
Oh, congratulations, Matthew!
Hey,
you've got a star now.
First star.
Woohoo!
I'm a star. And I'm going to use the other 5. I think it's a 5 to cross off the 5 in the sort of top right-hand row of the duties. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That was
Sells like hotcakes.
Not gonna lie.
Oh, Tan, you have to bring up cakes now.
Tasty cakes.
Okay, Matthew, now we need to get into some food talk. Do you have a favorite type of cake?
Oh, that's a good question.
1 that you enjoy eating versus 2 that you enjoy baking, because I know you like to bake too.
Off chat we were talking about I've been making Christmas cookies yesterday, which is a sort of a Czech national tradition for Advent or for the month of December. Mm-hmm. But cakes. What do I like to eat? Oh, that's a good question. Probably a cheesecake. I would have to say. And you actually maybe the American style because you don't really get. Yeah, I mean cheesecakes are sort of different. They're different all around the world, but I guess.
Yes. Do you like ones that are just the plain with like no fruit topping or anything like marbleized in it?
I had a peanut butter one once.
Okay.
And I know it at Magnolia Bakery in New York. I know it's probably everyone will shout it's very touristy or something, but I quite liked it. It was a bit new for me. I should have also said by eating the other one I like. It's not really technically a cake, but it's called Pavlova, which is an Australian. Yes. It's kind of a cake / dessert. You do bake part of it. It's sort of a meringue base with cream and fruit on top, which is very delicious.
Is it that they stack? Is that right?
Yeah. Well, people could do it in different ways, but normally, actually, if you do it at home, you can even cheat a little bit. You can buy the base in supermarkets.
Okay.
The meringue already made effectively, and then you just layer. You just put cream and fruit on top of it as you wish, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But that's really nice in summer when it's a bit hotter and you don't want something too. It's it's a bit light and
right.
And you have like nice fruit to have on top of it.
Yeah, that is awesome. So have you baked a Pavlova though?
No, I haven't. I must say I've not ever. I mean, not many people bake them. Even I'm trying to think. But so I once. For my now fiance's her first birthday we spent together in Denmark. I baked her 3 cakes, and one of them was a bomb Alaska. which I've
Wow.
only done once that time, but I'm quite happy having done it, and I think it was a success as much as I can remember it. But that was very interesting to bake.
Did
I'm
you
glad
light it on fire?
No, I baked it. You flash
Okay.
bake it.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Oh my gosh. That's
yeah, that
amazing.
was quite delicious. I liked it. Yeah.
Wow.
But,
And hello to Games of Fire. I see you here in the chat. They say they
hello.
agree with you, Matthew, that cheesecakes are delicious.
They are very delicious. Indeed.
And so D-Walls is asking though, is it Australian or New Zealand?
That is a
Controversial thing.
controversial. Yeah, it could. Yeah, that's true. It could be either. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not.
No comment.
Enough.
No comment from the Aussie.
No comment. Exactly. No comment. I think that's the bravest thing to do.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, this is our new die roll. 1, 2, and 4.
Playing a game.
Yes, we are playing a game. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us as Matthew and I just chit-chat and play this roll and write game. And I have regrets for all of these die rolls. So many regrets. Oh, I wish I could just use my... I don't have any sailors, and I wish I could land on this sailor right here, but the dice are not kind at the moment. So I will go south. I will use direction 4, movement 2, land on this island with the settlement, sell my 1 hide, and get a sailor for that. Because remember, friends, every time you are at a settlement and you sell cargo, you gain a sailor. So, let's see. Tan says, it seems like the Pavlova is considered a national dish in both Australia and New Zealand. Well, Thank you, Tan, for giving us the facts. Wim asked, what happened if you get 5 stars? Then you
obviously cheating.
You're So, in this game, essentially, once you reach 3 stars first, it will trigger the end game, and you will play 1 more full round, and then tally up your scores.
You could be very lucky, and in the last round manage to get 2 additional stars, but it would be quite an achievement.
Yeah, but Wim is very good at games, though, Matthew. So it seems like Wim has already triggered the end of the game. Oh, gosh. So we are going to, let's see. So you already have 3 stars. Wim, tell us where you've gotten your 3 stars from.
Yeah, we have to check this,
And that was a few rounds ago. Oh, geez. We're just too busy having fun, chatting, and Wim is like, we're seriously playing a game here, people. Yes. Can you focus on this? Okay, so I did direction 4, movement 2. I got the settlement, and I sold and got myself a sailor. So now I have a 1 remaining. Which unfortunately I cannot use because I don't have any 1s available on my duties track. That is okay. Okay. You got a star on the map. All right. You got a star from goods. So you sold 3 goods.
Yeah, he said earlier that sold 3 spices or something. I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
And the one from the duties.
And the one from the duties. Okay. 3 gems. Okay, so they sold 3 gems. Wow. Okay. So that will do the end of the game. But let me have us do 1 more full round because that's how the game is. First, though, Matthew, what did you do with this terrible roll that I rolled for us?
I changed the 4 into a 5, and I went 1 space in the 5 direction.
Okay. So you hit this barrel.
Yep, and I chose for it to be a fruit.
Okay.
And then I used the 2 to get a spice.
Okay.
So on that column rather. Although I probably should have chosen something else. So I really need a 4 here to at least salvage something from this game.
Yeah, that is okay, Wim. We will do 1 final round since you have triggered this. One final round for all of us that are playing.
We're all being a little too relaxed, I think,
I know. Whim's like, this is serious business, and you
Come
all
on,
are just chatting about cake and I don't even know what. Okay.
No.
3, 5, and 6.
Boo.
Gosh.
Boo, boo, boo.
Gosh. Okay, well, this is going to end poorly. But I am having fun all the same.
Indeed.
Okay.
Thinking music.
Right? I don't know. Ocean sounds. Cue ocean sounds. All right. Alrighty. Let's see.
Well, I think I just have to do that, sadly.
If we go that way to the edge of the map, or I can do this way and do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will give me nothing. And I do have a sailor though. Oh, that's nice. But I don't have anything to sell because I'm already at a settlement. So can I get somewhere that will allow me to get things worth points? Probably not. Oh, dang, that gives me the dread. But do you have 2 heroic sailors, Whim? Because if you do, that will give you lots of points, my friend. All right, I will do direction 6, movement 5, because I don't know where else to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems like Whim...
You gotta end the game out to sea,
I'm just flying my flags high and mighty. And you can get a 12th sailor. Oh my gosh, Whim. Whim is... there's a reason why they are called Whim the Webmaster.
I don't know what Whim's doing. I mean, this is... I'm going to have to see some proof, I think, after this game.
Whim, can you send me a screenshot? Yeah, Whim broke the game. Can you send me a screenshot? And then we'll have to collaborate, Matthew and I, and check your progress here. All right. Matthew, what did you do with this roll?
I was able to reach that island, that 8 Valley Island, in the 6 direction. So
okay.
I couldn't defeat the dread. And then I'm going to use one of my legendary sailors actually to cross off that final 2 space on the central row.
Okay.
And that will give me a star and a, let's call it a fruit, but it's not going to really matter. Let's
call it a fruit. Okay. Yeah, that's all right, Whim. We'll just see what you did. No worries. It's not like we're gonna be like, oh no, Whim, you cheated. I don't mind. I don't care.
Banned from the stream forever. Can't be allowed.
We can't have that at all. Okay, so now, friends, we are going to be adding up our scores. First, we add the island totals where we reach. I feel like I did pretty well at reaching a lot of these here. So I got 20 points there for my islands because I got 8 and 5 is 13, plus 3 is 16, plus 4 is 20. Now, the different sea regions, which is all, if you just cross into one of the hexes from that sea region, that counts as exploring.
Yeah, you don't even have to stop necessarily. But
okay, so I have... And this central area, is that considered a region?
Yes. No, just that dotted 4 hex thing in the middle. That's a region. But everything outside of that is not.
Okay.
So there are 7 regions in total.
1. So I got, just 1. Oh my gosh, I only have 1 region. Are you kidding me? Last night, I think I had like 5. See, I'm telling you, friends, I thought I was so good at this game, and then I come and things get foiled, and Whim ends the game, and... Matthew's talking about cake, and I just get so distracted.
I mean, you did ask me about that cake. So
I did.
It's your own.
No, I'm just trying to point fingers wherever I can, Matthew. So that's just how it goes.
All right, you do what you need to do. It's fine.
All right, so to cargo that I sold some hide for 2 and some fruit for 2, so that's 4 there. 2 gold for each unused heroic sailor. I don't have any, so unfortunately all my sailors were used in battle. So are you using printed metric for that category or the number of C's squared version? Which one are you asking for? The C regions, Tan?
Yeah, we're playing this as a sort of a beta version. We posted a sort of a pretty much final update on this map, and one of the small tweaks we did is change the region scoring. Instead of being triangular like 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21, it's squared now, so 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. But we're playing as the beta version because that's what we've got, so it's we're just doing triangular scoring.
Got it.
The final version will, and don't worry, for anyone who backs, you're going to get one version. It'll be done. It'll all the rules.
Yeah, this was pre-launch Kickstarter map that I got. Yeah. So, all right. So 21, 25. Oh my word! I am so embarrassed with this score. 27. Yay, Matthew. Okay, so you got for your islands.
So I've got 18 for the islands. Yep. I think 4 plus 6 was so. I got to 6 different regions actually.
Oh my word!
Oh no, I did. Did I? No, I've cheated. Sorry, 5. I got 5
regions here.
So that's 15.
Okay.
I've got 4 points for my sold goods. I've got so many unsold. That's actually also one small change we made.
4.
4, yeah. So in the final version, unsold goods are worth 1 point, but 1 gold. But we're not doing that now.
So you have 1 heroic.
Yep. 2 gold. I didn't do the dread, and I have 2 stars.
And 2 stars, 6. Which is 6. So the goods, Whim, you get points based upon the number of goods that you have sold, and whatever number they are above it, you will add that. So if Matthew was able to sell all 3 fruits, he would get 6 plus 4 plus 2 for a total of 12. So the 3 gems, so if you had the 3 gems that were sold, you would get 12 for the gems. Yep, thank you, Tan. So, doing my math here, 8, 12, 27, 38, 45?
Sounds right to me.
Sounds right. Congratulations. Whim, let us know what ridiculous score you have to.
Still an asterisk on that score, I think. Like the speed runs on Mario, you always need the video evidence.
Exactly. The speed runs on Mario. Ah, this was amazing. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Matthew. And let's go to the Kickstarter page. 67 says Whim. 67.
Oh, very good. Very good score. Well done. You've smoked us.
Yeah. Definitely smoked you. So, both of us, not you, me. I can't talk right now. I'm trying to do a stream, people. So, here we go. We're on Voyages. Is this going to work where I can actually see Matthew's face still? Yes, it will still work.
Hey.
Woohoo. All right. I think I fixed it. So here we go, friends. Here is the Kickstarter page. Currently backed. It has already reached over 30,000 in US dollars. Ooh. Over 5,000 backers on Kickstarter there.
No, thank you, everyone. Really, it's it's just
so
it is still pretty much unbelievable. But no, I'm really glad that it seems like it's a project that will resonate with a lot of people, and we've tried to make something hopefully as accessible as possible. Actually, even today, if you have a chance, if you just click on the update, Jess, you might be able to show. We also we just released today a version. So for every map we make, there's also going to be a low ink version. So if you click into so folks can see that. So this is obviously good if you don't want to print a lot of ink, but also if you have low vision or you're colorblind, this hopefully will be very clear for you as well.
That is really awesome, and I appreciate that too, because there are a lot of folks that are like colorblind, like they have impairments, like vision impairments, and so I know certain colors and shapes and things in games is really important to have that distinction. So I do appreciate that. And I know on these maps, it does show that the symbology is diverse enough that you can determine what is what. So I do like that. But as well, having this low ink version will be awesome. And if you can see, friends, in that corner above the status bar, is a banner where you can name your voyage. And I like that quite a lot there.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? That like it's not something we even. That's a great thing about Kickstarter. Actually, like you have a community and everyone has interesting ideas, and we just didn't think about it, but it's such an easy thing to have. But I'm glad that it can.
So yes, so if you all want to check it out, the Kickstarter link is there in the chat to be a part of this backing. And so, Matthew, do you have anything upcoming as far as more streams for this?
I'm trying to remember. I don't believe so, actually.
Okay.
I think you were the last streamer, although I can't remember the person who said maybe they wanted a copy of something.
Oh yes, so Misty Mountain Girl from Meeple Grande might be interested, and so I will send them. Maybe I'll send them a link to your Twitter, or you can go chat.
Yeah,
Twitter that way.
Yeah, if they want to DM me on Twitter, that might be the easiest way. But yeah, no, I think there won't be too much more streams. We wanted to do a stream at the end, but we realized that we forgot that it would take the time to process the payments, because we were thinking like, oh, the Kickstarter would finish, we'd send everybody things. We will definitely have a stream once we send out all the files, and everyone can play along together. Awesome. Yeah, I think that will be it. We're having a little break for now anyway, and see the end of the campaign.
Yes, because there's also one thing I have learned from folks that are launching Kickstarters. They like to take like a couple days, like a breather, when the campaign closes. So it's not like, oh my gosh, I have to do all the technical, the businessy stuff now. It's like, okay, let's just take a break and like relish in the, fact that, oh my gosh, this is successfully funded, whoo, wow, yeah. Like this is great. And then, because I think in your brain space too, sometimes it's just that adrenaline of just the excitement goes along with it, and you're like, oh my gosh, what just happened? And so then having that mental break of just, okay.
Yeah, you just need a moment of reflection, I think. You can, it's the same with designing games. It's funny because as a designer, you receive the physical copies of games so late in the kind of life of the game, at least to you. You may have started designing the game many, many years before.
Yeah.
And it's just funny. You always have to remember, even when you receive that product, actually just take a moment and go like, wow, okay, this thing is X. I kind of made that, and yeah, take that moment and not just keep barreling through. So yeah, hopefully we'll do the same thing. We'll have some celebration, I'm sure, at the end of the campaign, just even if it's just a rest, which is good.
Yes. And so I think that's important for everybody, just to kind of like take that step back. And also for people that are backing it too, I know, yes, this is a print and play, but also have patience, friends. I know there are things going around with, the pandemic that's happening and shipping and things. Also with the print and play, there might be some folks out there that are going, well, this should be easy. They're just going to send me an email, right? And it's like, yes and no. There are little fine details that need to get sorted out to make sure. So please be patient with everyone.
Thank you. Yeah, I have to admit, we've been really also blown away just by the overall positivity from the backers. We've been really fortunate that it seems it's a really good group of folks. So hopefully there's a really nice community there that can sort of start here and enjoy these games together.
Yeah, and so if you also want to watch other VODs, I know Tantaralis did a VOD. Dave Luza from Luzapalooza did one as well. That's on the Kickstarter page. There's other few folks that did kind of a playthrough. There's also one in French that you can watch. So please take it out if you're interested in this kind of game. If this is something up your alley, or if you just enjoy me playing these, because roll and writes are kind of my jam. So I appreciate it, having such a wonderful design being developed by you, Matthew, and also from Rory.
Thank you. That's very kind of you to say.
Yeah, it's just really awesome to see this kind of stuff be released and be playable. And I think it's one of those themes I mentioned before the stream started, that it's one of those themes that I think is approachable. It doesn't have any like controversial things, unless people don't like oceans and stuff about the ocean, then that's a case. That's a thing. Some people can be afraid of the ocean and not want to go on ships and voyages and all that kind of thing. So, yeah, but I think overall it's a very approachable theme, and the artwork is awesome. It's beautiful. I can't wait to see what new stuff is going to be incorporated in these new maps. And who knows, maybe I'll have you come back, Matthew, and we can play a new map.
Sounds perfect.
In the future. So Wim says it is a fun game. It brings something new to the genre. I agree. Gus says it's really fun. Enjoyed our first play last night and looking forward to more. But you don't get seasick playing this. That is correct, Wim. So that could be a bonus. That could be like a little tagline, learn a game about play the game in the ocean without being in the ocean. So yeah, and you can make your own ocean sounds like Matthew and I did today.
Yes.
Yeah, with the seagulls and the bell chiming and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, it is. And his playing time makes it a great waiting for food delivery game. Yes, that is true because it goes super quick, especially when you are playing it solo because you only have a certain number of rounds to achieve and play. And it's easy to see how your strategies can change over time. Because as I see today, my strategy was completely different and it didn't pan out. But that's okay because it's just fun to play these games and have these experiences and stuff. So, yeah. All right. So, Matthew Dunstan, thank you so much for joining me again on this stream. I will let you go because I know this is quite late for you over there in the Czech Republic right now. But I appreciate you coming in, and I wish
Absolute pleasure.
The best of luck with the rest of this campaign.
Thank you, and thank you so much for having me on. Really, it's been quite lovely, and I look forward to making it more of a tradition. Third time's a tradition, right? So
yes.
Second time's coincidence, third time's tradition.
But, yes, and yeah, you are always welcome back, and maybe I could pull out some. I don't know. Maybe we'll get Elysium to the table, or I don't know. We'll do something.
Blast from the past.
Something from the past, or we could do one of your. Oh, I did get the adventure game, the Hotel Abaddon.
Oh, okay.
It was able to come to the States because I know there were some of your titles that are only released in the Europe and surrounding areas. So
yeah. Oh wow. Okay. I'm glad it got there. Well, I mean that's a good thing to play on the holidays or something.
Yeah. But, so maybe I can invite you and we can go through that like together and you can kind of help me solve these mysteries, or we can stumble through it or something. Or it doesn't have to be, or it could just be a board game arena thing. Like, hey, let's just play some Carcassonne or something.
Yeah. No, I definitely up for anything. So that's great.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Matthew. And
thank you, everyone in chat.
Friends.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thanks, everybody. Let's see who we're going to send over onto the raid here. We've got a few more minutes. So I am going to say ta-ta to Matthew so he can go take some sleep. But I'll do a little bit of chatting before Dave goes live because I know the Losers usually stream around 1 p.m. my time. So
they're in
that is a good channel to do, but we still have some time. So I will say good night to Matthew, BRB friends, and I'll be back in just a sec.
Bye.
Alrighty, Matthew, I'm gonna put you in studio mode so you can see my face before we go. Now you can hear me. That's how it happens. Okay, so I wanted to let you all know, I will be going to PAX Unplugged this week. So there will not be a stream on Wednesday and the following week because I will be traveling and celebrating my anniversary. Gus or Not are going to be celebrating our 11-year anniversary. So we are going to be taking some time for us. So there will not be any streams until December 20th. But don't you worry. I will make sure to have more postings and things on my social media throughout the week of all of my gaming adventures. I am so fortunate to be joining Haba Games in their booth, and I'm going to be helping them out all weekend at PAX Unplugged. So if you are there, please stop by and say hello to me. I will be there full time, so the whole expo hours from setup to teardown, I will be there. Please do a drive-by hi, say hello. Let me know how you all are doing. I will be masked. We do have a mask mandate at the convention, so everybody must be fully vaccinated and be masked. So you will see only this part of my face there, but please come and say hi. I know Amanda Panda is going to be going. The Charity Board Gamer is going to be going as well. So please say hi. I will try to document as much of my travels as possible. So give me a follow on those socials down there. And it will be quite an awesome time to have you all see you face to face. I don't know how many games I'll be able to get to the table. It might just be a lot of saying hello and doing some bigger industry meetups and things. But I'm super stoked to be doing that. So I will be returning to streaming on December 20th with some more fun things to be on the table. I did get Hadrian's Wall recently, so I might be able to get a playthrough of that. Who knows? I might have a special guest join me for that stream. To do a playthrough of Hadrian's Wall because I have not played it. I have heard so many wonderful things about it. So that might be a good stream to do. I might also come back to some Chef Squad with you all to play in the chat if you're familiar with Chef Squad. I know the brothers Murph have played it. I know Tantarollis has played it. It is quite a fun interactive with the chat, doing things there. So stay tuned for more exciting stuff in the works happening here. I know, Panic, it would be wonderful to see everybody, but I know certain time constraints and money and travel and personal preferences, because some people aren't comfortable traveling yet in a global pandemic, and that is completely fine. That is completely understandable. I am thankful that Haba Games is been kind enough to provide some face masks for everyone to make us feel comfortable. We all have to be fully vaccinated because that is a requirement by the convention. We have to show our vaccination cards, and we have to wear our masks while we are in the convention at all times. So there is going to be a lot of safety protocols in there. And I know some folks that were attending Gen Con a few months earlier, they felt fairly comfortable with how the overall conduct was of the staff. And so I'm hoping that PAX is going to follow that same thing as well. And then coming down to the end of the year, on December 21st, I'm going to be on Dutch Yoda's stream. He is currently streaming every day of December. It is like his Advent time of streaming, which is really awesome. So I'm going to be joining him on December 21st to be playing something probably on Board Game Arena. TBD of what game that will be, but I will be joining him on his stream on December 21st, so stay tuned for all of that. I'm not sure if if he is still here. Otherwise, I will just give him a shout out. And you can catch him on his Twitch streams, and he'll have all the schedule of when the days are being played to. He was on my stream when I started this new time slot, actually, talking about going to Essen Spiel and his kind of game haul that he brought home. He got a lot of cool games, and so being able to chat with him. He is in the Netherlands, and so he streams in English and in Dutch, which is really awesome. So please give him a follow too if you're interested in doing some more gaming streams to add to your lurking content or participating content. He is a wonderful person, and I am so fortunate to be adding him to my list of streamer buddies that I get to guest on. So that will be on December 31st. Okay, do we have someone we can raid into? Does anyone see if the losers are on? Or anyone else that you can... Panda, do you have any suggestions on who we should raid today? Yes, Panic. That is right. Add Dutch to your collection. It sounds like you're collecting like Pokemon cards or something, right? Add Dutch to your collection. The Murphs are on. Okay. Murphs are on. How long have they been streaming, though? Have they been streaming for a bit now? Yeah, they have been streaming for a bit now. Ooh, but they are playing Vivid Memories. Awesome. They are... Ooh, that's quite nice. All right. Playing board games and Meeple Grande just went live. Ooh, playing board games. What is playing board games? What are they doing right now? Playing board games. What are they currently streaming right now? Let's see. Arkham Horror Mondays. Oh, wow. That seems pretty intense. But you know, I'm gonna head over actually to the Murphs. I know I said losers, but I'm gonna head you all over to the Murphs because they are a part of the Tabletop Live Network. They are actually co-founders of the Tabletop Live Network. That is a... Oh gosh, did I do that? Nope, I did that. Let's try that again. Brothers Murph. There we go. They're co-creators of the Tabletop Live Network. That is a grouping of board game Twitch streamers from all over the world that we do monthly 24-hour live streams. And we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary on Twitch. Oh my gosh, so amazing. So please catch those VODs and things too. Then, if you are interested in learning more about the Tabletop Live Network, and if you would like to be a part of it, I will pop in the chat for that website there. So you will see my lovely face on there, as well as several others. But in the meantime, friends, have a wonderful Monday. Have a wonderful start to your week. Enjoy playing your games. Stay safe. And if I see you at PAX, please give me a wave. And I hope you all do wonderful things. And I will catch you all back here streaming on December 20th. Okay? Take care, folks. Bye.